I'll do what I can to not get in the way. Mr. Wolf, we already told you to shut up. Honestly, watching them at the moment, I couldn't help but feel that we could make a great team. Really? Have you been in the same conversation and room as I have? I mean, sure, we can win. I'm not sure what it'll do for morale. When I woke up the next day, the first thing I did after getting ready for the day was check for a note under the door. I found no note, but the sound of a fire alarm stopped me thinking too much about it. That's a fire alarm? That is so wonderfully obnoxious. Instead, I pulled open the door and rushed out into the hall and made my way outside. From the looks of it, everyone else had the same idea. Glancing around, I saw bandages standing to the side, away from the pandemonium caused by the other guests rushing out onto the lawn. What's the betting this is a test, and there's not actually a fire? A few seconds later, I saw Wolf trying to get through the crowd, but failing. His eyes were so small there. Jesus. I kept looking around to try and locate the count, but to no avail. I know what this is. This is a dating option, but in the nicest possible way, the only thing you can do here is you keep looking for the count. The other two are safe. Keep looking for the count. I started to walk around while scanning the faces of everyone in the crowd. Maybe I missed him? He wouldn't still be in there after the fire alarm sounded, would he? That or he thought it was a part of the game. Maybe he overslept. But who could sleep through a fire alarm? I did when I was little. Genuinely slept straight through a fire alarm. I gave no shits about the loud noise. I was so deep in thought that a hand on my shoulder had me jumping in fright. I didn't mean to startle you. Of course it's him. Where the hell were you? Looking for the rest of you. Well, bandages was easy enough to find, but you're short enough that finding you in a crowd... Hey! That is not a nice thing to say to someone who's short. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm 5'8" in real life. Definitely not. I was looking for you. I guess we kept missing each other then. I guess so. Well, now that we found each other, we should probably meet up with the others, even if I'd rather have you to myself just a little longer. Oh, God. Get away from me, you bastard. You're right, the others might be worried. Well, Mr. Wolf might be worried. We made our way to where Mr. Wolf and Mr. Bandages were standing. Eric's got us all out here. The least he can do is tell us why. You noticed it too, then? What are the two of you talking about? Isn't there a fire or something? No! This is the person who's like, oh, I'm so clever. No, you're not. If it was a real fire, the sprinkler system would have kicked in, and the help would also be out here tending to the guests and trying to control the situation. Eric doesn't skimp on any safety precautions. So this was planned. She's really slow. Seems like it. Wasn't that a bit much? Couldn't he have just used the PA system to tell us to assemble on the lawn? He could have, but this is more dramatic. You'll find that our host has a flair for... See? Has a flair for the dramatic, even in the most inappropriate situations. Is he the kind of person who, when having a sex... I'm down with the kids, see? Having sex needs to, like, dress up in a costume, then have a catchphrase when he comes? He sounds like it. Well, it does make life fun. Stop that note. Is that Mr. Valdemar up there on the roof? We all looked up on the roof to see someone in a phantom costume standing on the roof. There's that dramatic flair I was talking about. I thank you all for gathering out here this fine morning. I hope that you slept well. Well, we were rudely fucking interrupted, but other than that, yeah, we were fine. There's nothing quite like a fire scare to get the blood pumping, but rest assured, there was no fire. Today's task will require every member of each team to work together. I hope you will enjoy it. Awesome, no choices, just puzzles. I can do puzzles. He dropped something and disappeared in a cloud of smoke. He's not even going to tell us what the task is? Wait for it. Suddenly, a multitude of waiters pushing carts of food spewed out of the mansion. One of them made a beeline for us. Your clue, Miss Archer. He handed me an envelope before removing the covering of the food. And your breakfast. What is my breakfast? They haven't said what it is, and it's making me hungry. The Count, Mr. Wolf, and I all dug in with gusto. Gusto? Really? Could you at least let me read the clue first? Food now, clue later. He let out a frustrated noise before joining us in devouring the delicacies provided. Why couldn't I pronounce that word? It's not that fucking difficult. It's the French, I tell you, they're ruining me. I wanted to say, like, delicieux or something. Once I was satisfied, I opened the envelope to read our clue. It's only half a clue. You got to tell us what the clue is, though. You can't say it's half a clue. Did they write it all down and then just cut half off? I mean, what? How can you tell? It says right here that we need to find the other half. Damn, American is near for 2 clues. Is it really 2 clues if... Yes. Are you going to read it out, or are we just going to stand here all day? Keep your bandages on, I was just about to read it out. No, you're in full here. You should have just read it from the beginning. Find the troll of riddles, there you'll negotiate. Let's see if you can pass this very special gate. The troll of riddles. Not the gatekeeper, not the riddler, the troll of riddles. Are the answers not actually going to be the real answers because he's a troll? That would be amazing. You know, that one where, oh, I have 4 legs during the day and then 3 legs at night and then 2 legs in the evening and then 500 during brunch. And then because he's a troll, he's actually like, nothing has 500 legs during brunch, you bunch of idiots. Get away from me. I so want that to happen. Troll of riddles, Eric? Or that, or it's just like Reddit or something. I don't think that's the kind of troll it means. Gross Bridge and the treasure guarding troll then? Oh, what do you reckon? Probably it is a Halloween vent after all. Pity, I was hoping to get my chance to yell at him. So, any idea where this troll would be? If Eric wants to be a drama queen, which he always does, it'd be at a bridge. That is probably right, there's a bridge in the South Gardens. Mr. Wolf has just been useless through all of this. South Gardens? Does he have a North, East and West Gardens too? I think it's just posher to call them South, isn't it? Then I guess that's our destination. I'm surprised you didn't know that. The South Gardens are too showy for my taste. Who needs a river, a hedge maze, a greenhouse, a gazebo, and a fountain in the same place? Eric, apparently. This is oddly fucking serene. How far... This isn't so much of a garden, really, is it? There's a river, for testicles' sake. Actually, this water does seem oddly serene. I do just want to get in and jump. And Mr. Wolf seemed like he'd enjoy it, but Mr. Bandages might ruin his costume, in second thoughts. We followed the count around the outside of the mansion until a bridge and a man in a troll costume came into view. A man in a troll costume. If the fact that we're only guests here is any indication, we're the only ones with this clue. Is that a good or bad thing? Good thing it means no distractions. It's an Eric thing. He likes to make things complicated. Halt, mortals, what business do you have here? So this is your bridge. At least we know you're not I will not deign to speak to a female. What the? Hey, that's just rude and sexist. I will not roleplay as a sexist. Fuck you. Do any of you males have business with me? Oh, no you don't. Team meeting now. I grabbed him and pulled him out of earshot of the troll. Looking back, I was glad to see that the others had followed obediently. He won't speak to me, but we need to negotiate. Why was that CG only happen for seconds? Hang on. Go back. I mean, would that have been daft? And it skips forward automatically. Oh, no, it doesn't. That's fine. A bloke in a troll costume. Okay, now I can see why they may have just not quit it. Odd though. This is an alright John CG and they use it for one thing. That's what I was trying to... No, you were trying to usurp me. What, I can't do both? Let me do it, I can charm the pants off... Well, that probably isn't the best thing to say when we're discussing a troll. Yeah, there's going to be all sorts of liquids you do not want to see coming out. I could give it a shot, but... Or you can just let me do what I was about to do. Do we even know what we're negotiating for? Wasn't there one person who was good at negotiating? Intimidation. Negotiating. We're here to negotiate. The Count's getting this job. Do we even know what we're negotiating for? Passage in the second clue, I'd wager. I doubt that's all. Those are things we need. So negotiating just for them and failing just seems too harsh for one of Eric's games. True. Miss Archer, who would you rather have negotiate? Well, we're going to send the person who has the skill in negotiating. We're going to save it there first. And we're going to send the Count. What happened to voting? Why does she get to... She's the leader. This is a game decision. It's her choice because you wouldn't win a vote anyway. Hey, he was like my second choice, I swear. The camp should negotiate because he has the skills in fucking negotiating. It is listed as one of his skills, after all. Your faith in me warms my heart. I don't have faith in you. It's just written as one of your skills. It would be stupid not to pick you. Good luck. I don't need luck, I have skill. Oh god, this was definitely a mistake. Let's see these skills of yours in action. Don't be too envious of me. The Count went to talk to the troll and returned a few minutes later looking rather pleased. He'll let Miss Archer and Mr. Wolf through, give them a second clue and walkie-talkies. So much for your skills. If you were the master negotiator you claim to be, you'd have gotten us all through. From what I found out from the troll, walkie-talkies are much more useful in the next part of the task than the number of people you have. Fine, but why him? Troll thinks he's a kid and women and children rate low enough to the troll that he counted them as one person. That shouldn't make me laugh, but it amused me. Plus, he's a former Boy Scout. So, if we're finding something, we should be golden here. One person. The troll is a troll. At least it worked in our favour. True, come on, Mr. Wolf, we have a task to complete. Okay. You have no idea how lucky you are, Mr. Wolf. You get to have a romantic time in the South Gardens with Miss Archer. Oh, he's going to go bright red now, isn't he? Yep. Thought so. Ignore him, just focus on the task and remember you'll have to deal with me if you mess up. I'll try not to. Was that really necessary, Mr. Wet Bandages? Oh, that sounds like a euphemism. Oh no. I'd rather have him worried than a blushing, stuttering mess that can't think straight. Well, we're going now. Saying that probably doesn't make it better. Remember, don't fail. This time when we tried to cross the bridge we were met with no resistance. Take these. He handed a walkie-talkie to each of us. Don't talk, Mr. Wolf. He will realise that you're not a kid. This way, if you get separated, you can still contact your mother. My mother? I'm not that old. Take this too. Shh, we need to play to his fucking things, Jesus. He shoved the second clue into my hand and walked off. Rude. He's a troll, they're not known for their manners. What did you think he was going to do? Bow and serve it to you on a silver fucking platter? Yeah. Let's see what this clue says. Get up high and see below. Where you stop, you should know. This clue is shorter than the others. Get up high and see below. Where you stop, you should know. I got the last ones. I don't know this one. Get up high and see below. Where you stop, you should know. Is it just like a target or something? Yeah, God knows. I guess that's why it said half. Good point. So up high the roof? I don't think he'd make us come outside and then try to get up on a roof. You never know. How about I climb that tree over there before we try scaling the mansion? Certainly seems pretty high. Are you sure you... Climbing a tree is something I can definitely do. I used to do it all the time as a kid. I kind of miss it. See? All the skills. He is a former Boy Scout. Unfortunately, he can really offer no sort of other thing to us at all. Shit, hang on. Who had navigation skills? It's not you. Okay, in that case, I don't mind. Then go for it. Alright. He hooked his walkie-talkie to the side of his costume and started to climb. Once he reached one of the higher branches, he stopped and looked down. After a moment, I heard a crackling sound and his voice came over the walkie-talkie. I think I get what the clue was trying to say. Yeah? That huge hedge is in fact a hedge maze. Brilliant. From up here, I can see the way to the goal. So these walkie-talkies are so you can lead me to it? Seems like it. Alright, I'll follow your directions. This would have been so much more difficult if we didn't have walkie-talkies, I imagine. Over there! You know, it wouldn't work very well. I'll do my best to guide you. Shit. I didn't save it before. Okay. So, north. Do we click? West. You think? East, no wait, west. Go south. West, definitely west. I can see the way to get there. I mean, do I really need your help? It's just here, isn't it? Is this because without the walkie-talkie, this would be so much more difficult? Hang on, north he thinks. He thinks north. Like, where else am I gonna go? Go north, south, no wait, north. I mean, no. Yeah, west, north. Well, aren't we the greatest? That was difficult. When I reached the goal point, there was a man waiting for me. You have successfully completed this task. Your team receives 5 points for this task. I'll lead you out. So either we've accidentally come in the same position, or we won again. We better have won. I followed it back to the bridge where Mr. Wolf, Mr. Bandages, and the Count were waiting. You did it. Not bad. Your navigational skills are superb. Thanks. Do I have any skills yet? Nope. Basically, my skills are just useless. Constantly need someone else to help them. Oh well, I don't know what Mr. Bandages is looking so pleased at. He hasn't done anything yet.